We're gonna go out here today. We just live down the corner back here behind me, and we are gonna go check out this local trail. There's actually there's really three trails really close to our house within walking distance. So today we're gonna head up to this one here. So the walk to the trail is approximately just like this till we get to the top of this road, and then we'll catch up again once we get up there. All right, we have crested the top of the walk, so that's as high as we were gonna go. And now we will continue. Again, see, it's the same walk, it's a dirt path. It's a nice path, though. They gave us this safe place to walk, and there's also a bike lane, which is always nice. And when we get to the corner here, we'll start the trail. All right, we have made it to the end of this road here. I mean, it does curve up to the left. You can see where we're at. It's a nice community. You can walk down that way, connect back to the other trail. There's an Indian trail or Indian place, and so that's the road we came down on, and now we're gonna go here. So just so you know, we are currently at Autumn Ridge Trail, which closes at sunset. We have maybe an hour and a half. I don't think 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. So I think that'll be the thumbnail for the video, right? The actual name of the trail. So let's go ahead and take a look at this trail. You can see here, to get in, you have to step over that little guy right there. So yeah, you can bring your bike here, mountain, gravel, electric as well. They just say if you're on electric to be courteous of those around you. So we'll just keep this video running for a couple minutes as we head down this trail, and then we'll turn it off and on as we get to interesting things. So there's a lizard. You're gonna do push-ups? Oh yeah, he's hanging out. You know, I need to get some walking or some trail style shoes. I currently have some really nice running shoes, which are super cushiony, but they have such low grip. And then I also have some Under Armour, just regular Under Armour shoes. Again, they're more like a flat. I think they're probably technically a running shoe, but they were cheaper, so they're just kind of a basic shoe. They're really comfortable too. Not as cushiony as the running shoe, but neither of those shoes are good for this off-road trail kind of thing. I got some flat black shoes, like what is it? New Balance? Not New Balance. Skechers? Not Skechers. Whatever. Those shoes. They're famous, and they're like flat. Got a bunch of those, but those aren't good for trails. Oh, there goes an e-bike. So then we go, what do we got here? Here's some of the signs at the Autumn Ridge Trail. You gotta watch out for bobcats, mountain lions. Remember, dogs can't sweat like humans, etc., etc. So, all right, let's go ahead and crest this hill, and then we'll come back to it. Hannah wanted me to point out these cute purple flowers. She says she thinks that hummingbirds would be happy to have these flowers, so there you go. Another cool thing about this trailer, it's cool how these houses kind of butt up to this property. So if you live in there, you come out your backyard, you have a really nice, beautiful view of Thousand Oaks. You see on the top of that hill up there, we have actually been to the top, but the top up there is really nice. Hello. Watch out, come over him. So that biker seemed a little bit mad. But if we had been walking up the trail, we would have taken approximately the same amount of space. Biker just doesn't want to slow down and go around people. He wants to have an unrestricted access to his top speed. And as a road biker myself, I mean, I love hitting 40 odd miles per hour on a downhill, but if there's traffic or people, just gotta calm down. So we're at the top of this little piece here. Again, those houses in the back. What a nice view for those houses, huh? And then there's the little top of that little hill. You go up to the top of the hill, and then it does connect back down to the main trail further up ahead. So it's a really fun walk to go up to the top, and then you're walking along the top for like a quarter of a mile until it connects back down. Yeah, so then as we go forward, it's going to break off into two different trails, left and right. We've really only crested that hill up on that way and then come back, so I don't know how far we're going to go today. Hannah's already complaining that she's tired, so we're probably not going to go very far. Yeah, the last time we were down here, it had just finished the really heavy rains. If you're from Southern California, you remember it was early April, or was it April or was it March? Anyway, it was just raining and raining and raining like crazy, so you can still see the ruts in this trail from the rain. Actually, the rain had carved it out, and then there's sections over here where it fell off because it got so much water, took away chunks of the trail. But actually all these plants are new. This is new growth, so even like a month ago it was a lot more dead on this trail. You could see a lot more around you. Now you feel kind of fenced in by all the greenery. So, and again, we came from one time we went up the hill. That's probably my favorite, and it just goes along until it comes back down there. So next time, hopefully we'll do that walk. We'll get a video. You can see how great it is to walk in. You know, you're walking in between all the vegetation. The trail's very narrow. You got plants touching you on each side. It's a really nice, majestic walk. Oh, look. Here you see where the trail has fallen out from all the water. And it keeps going. The water carved the path. So here's this side of the trail. There's a loop that goes that way. We've never gone more than to this part here where everything connects, so I have no idea how far these go. I mean, Simi Valley's that way, so it can't go too far till it hits Simi Valley. And then over this way you got Moore Park, so they're not going to be that far, but definitely further than you want to walk on just an average everyday walk for sure. All right, so we got to the place where the paths meet, so you go up there to the top, and that's where it connects with the path that goes over the hill right here, which is really nice. We came from that way, and then of course the trail branches off this way, so you have the left or the right path. And then actually up at the trail there, this path connects. There's a little circular path right here, so really the left starts up there. So straight ahead you can see where the path goes off that way. I can see some people over here, and the path goes that way for who knows how far it goes. So let's see how much more Hannah wants to walk. We are not in great shape, so a 1 or 2 mile walk for us is pretty standard. Hannah wants to find water, so last time we were here again, it had just been some super heavy rains, and there was some water puddles that I don't think are permanent, but just to get Hannah walking more, I said, let's go see if that water's still there. So we're taking the left path now, so we don't have to climb up that hill, and we're gonna go see if that water's still here. When we come back from the trail, we'll take the long way around to go back to the house, get some more steps in. There are so many bees here, and you can hear their cute bee noises.
Look, there's a big one. Maybe it'll bite you.
Bees don't bite, they sting. Yeah, there's some fat bumblebees in these flowers. You said these were hummingbird flowers, but they're obviously bee flowers, huh?
There's a ladybug.
Ladybugs too, huh?
Recently, I find out the kind of worm is ladybug. It will become ladybug. It's like a purple color.
Yeah. So we're here just around the bend. I like these rocky outcroppings you can find. These are really fun to climb up all the way to the top of the ridge, you know. I used to hang out with my my brothers on my mom's side. They're more active. My brothers on my dad's side are not active at all. And we had a lot of fun in Santa Monica Mountains area, just climbing up these rock formations. This one's not steep at all, so it's a really easy walk / climb up. So if there is water, it was very close to here. Let's see, I think it's probably gone, but we're almost to where it used to be. Okay, the water was much closer than I thought, and I guess it is permanent, so We found some duckies. They're running away. Come back, ducks. We're your friends. There are many bees here. I guess bees come to drink the water. Look, there's a baby frog.
Huh?
There's two baby frogs. Look.
Where?
Right there in front of me. I got my count. There's 3, 4, 5. There's baby frogs everywhere. Oh my God, they're just jumping around.
Oh,
So many baby frogs. Yeah. Frogs and bees and ducks.
Oh, they're jumping over.
There's even tadpoles in the water. So this was a worthwhile endeavor. Look at that cool rock formation. Wonder how easy it would be to start climbing that and get up to the top. So anyway, we're here slightly where the left side trail begins, and then the left side trail, which is right here, it goes off again to another left and right. So there's the right side going up that way. I'm noticing in the water all these tiny bugs. They're like the size of ant heads, and they're just crawling and crawling. I don't know, are those like mosquito larvae or what? These look really disgusting. And there must be a million of them, how small they are, and they're just packed in this water. Just crawling, these ugly little bugs. But anyway, pretty cool. We had fun at the water, now we're heading back. Last time we didn't go all the way to the water because we were already tired, and we came down the hill and we had to go this way, and you said you were too tired. So this is the first time we actually went to the water, so we're heading back now. We'll see what else is worthwhile. See what else is worthwhile when we get down back to the walk home. And we're just making our way down the trail. So this guy came past us a minute ago, and he was on a 29er, which is a 29-inch wheeled mountain bike. Looked like it was a full suspension, front and rear, Specialized. It looked older. It was definitely a nice bike, but it wasn't a brand new one. An older Specialized 29er full sus, but it was impressive. You know, he came past us and then he took a left straight up a hill, like, and he was in his low gear. He's just going straight up. It's impressive what the gearing can do on mountain bikes. And then he went to that hill up that way, and then he was struggling. I could see him. He had to divert himself. He had to weave left and right. I've done that before on my road bike. You're going up a steep hill. To make it less challenging, you cut the road at a diagonal left and right, and you zigzag up the road, because then you're going at a less extreme incline, you know? So that's why I don't want to get a mountain bike. There was a time when I wanted a mountain bike, but now I want an e-mountain bike to help me get up the hills, you know? Have fun riding the bike down the hills with your suspension, and then going up the hills, you can just enjoy, let the e-motor do most of the work. So I don't even really want a mountain bike though. I was thinking about this company called Juiced makes this thing called a Rip Racer, and it's a small bike, but it doesn't fold. It looks like it should be a folding bike, but it's just a small bike. I think it's got 20-inch wheels, and it just looks really cool. It looks like you could take it off-roading moderately. You know, I'm not even interested in jumps or trails, so I just said I'm not interested in jumps or trails. I'm not interested in jumps. I am interested in trails, you know, hard packed trails. But, you know, my biggest problem with these e-bikes, whether it's e-mountain or whatever, because I had a 27.5-inch e-mountain bike, and I've had a couple of e-bikes, and they're not that fast. They're, you know, first, the ones I got were limited to 20 miles per hour. They had 250-watt motors, and 20 miles per hour just feels slow. That's just not fun. I can do 20 on my road bike without a motor. Why do I want to do 20 on an e-bike? So then I got the Electric XP 2.0, and I customized it. I changed out the rear gearing to give me more top speed, and you know, it could technically do 28 or more, but honestly it could do 20 very easily in level 4. But when you went to level 5, yeah, it theoretically could do more than 20, but it was a pain to go more than 20, and it chewed up the battery like twice the rate, you know? So you could do a good 30-40 mile ride if you use the batteries between levels 1, 2, 3, 4. But as soon as you put it on level 5 and started going, that battery would die in 20 miles. So it just seemed pointless to have such a short range, you know. So I'm really wanting a bike that's small and capable and has like at least 750 watts, if not 1,000 watts. I want to be able to do like 30, probably 35, you know. Let's say I'm tired and just want to have fun. I just want to pull the throttle and go like 35. Until they make like regular style bikes that can do 35 on e-power, I'm just not that interested. So this 20 was just way too slow. It felt boring, honestly. It was easy, right? That electric XP was easy to ride, but I was bored just cruising at 20. So still waiting for the battery and motor technology to develop. Plus, the bikes that can go really fast, they're not actually bicycles, they're like motorcycles, right? Just call them what they are. Electric motorcycles that are really underpowered, and that just doesn't seem fun to me. So I want something that feels like a bike, looks like a bike, rides like a bike, but can actually get me some decent speed and range. So anyway, let's continue down this trail and see where we go from here. All right, we are coming to the end of this trail here, so that was fun to see the water and the ducks and the frogs, but not those weird crawling little bugs that look like lice or mites. So we could go down the hill and get back to the home quickly, but I'm really focusing this year on getting back down to a healthy weight, so we're going to take the slightly longer way. As a consequence of taking the longer route, we're going to walk past the Indian Museum / trail. We're not going to have time to walk it today, but on another video we'll take a walk down there. So I'll tell you that earlier this year I was getting way too fat. I was probably pushing 220, even a little over 220, depending on the day. You know, your weight can change. Usually in the morning you're your slimmest, and at the end of the day you're your fattest. So I was getting way too fat. And so I pushed myself when we moved from our last place to this place to drop some pounds. No, these aren't condos. These are single family homes. Hannah was noticing how close the homes are together. She's like, why have a house here? You have no yards. And that's true, but, you know, there's a lot of parks. So you kind of sacrifice your yard space for the abundance of parks and walking areas. So now I try not to film my videos and film random strangers. So I'll be cutting these videos off and on when I see people coming at me. So like I said, I was talking about my weight. So I lost like 5 or 6 pounds before we went to China. And then in China, we did a lot of walking. And I probably lost a few pounds of fat. I mean, that's for sure. I can feel the fat's gone. But my total weight was approximately the same. I weighed as little as 97 kilos, but as high as 99 kilos. So we're walking down this road here. Still the same road. You can see we're about to get to the end. There's a T-junction here. You can either go left or right. To the left is more housing, and then to the right is where there's a really nice park, like a beautiful park. So that's the park I would say if you live around here, go to the park, map it out so you can do like a 5K run on the trails. It'd be the perfect place to go do 5K runs. You know, back when I was just turning 30, I was heavy into running, and I was as low as 160 pounds. I was actually kind of sick. I wasn't really healthy. I was pushing myself because I was in a bad place. But my weight got too low. But I mean, I was much, much thinner. But if I was in that mentality of doing running, I would come to this park, which we'll see in a few minutes. So anyway, we came back from China, and I still committed to losing weight. So lately I've been having breakfast and lunch at work. And at work they have free food, and they have a salad bar. So I've been trying to just have like a salad. Like today they had burgers, and then they had the salad. So I didn't have any burgers. So I had a meatless lunch. And if I have food at home after work, I'm doing like half a portion of what I used to make. Like we had some beef we had got, and some like real premium beef. There's actually bison meat. And I cooked that with some noodles and some veg. And so then I portioned it into these containers at half as much as I normally would. So instead of making it 2 to 4 servings, I stretched it out to like 7 servings. So Anyway, then my wife had picked up some weird tea that I drank yesterday, and I ended up going pee a ton last night. Like I got up like 4 or 5 times. I think that tea just a diuretic and it's draining me of my water. But as
You had diarrhea today?
no, not diuretic, different. So anyway, as a consequence, when I woke up this morning and stepped on the scale, I was down to 212 pounds. So somehow from China to this morning, I'm like another 5 pounds down, but I think I lost a pound or 2 or 3 of water weight because I just kept waking up to pee like crazy. So it felt good to be that thin, but I'm not sure if that's, well, I'm sure that's not fat. It was just like a bunch of water weight. So those teas. So I've also been trying to drink more water too. I've been making a conscious choice at work to just drink a lot more water. I've been chugging water and just making sure to keep refilling my bottle. Okay, so anyway, you come up this road, you got the park over there. There's always families here playing. And then to the left, that's where the Indian area is. See, you can go into that turn in right there. And they have a museum. We keep forgetting. We want to go to the museum and just check it out. But then behind the museum, they have a trail. And the trail has some cool Indian stuff. It's the Chumash Indians. We're going to definitely go back there and take a video sooner than later. They have some hut-style dwelling areas, a play area where they played some ball game, and some other things. So I'll be doing a video of that sooner than later. All right, so we're walking on this path here. I avoided the kids' playground. I don't mind people being in my videos as long as it's not too gratuitous, you know. I'm not trying to get young children too much into my videos or close-ups of their faces, but if I get people in my videos that are hard to see, I'm sure you can see that there's some people there. I don't really mind that, but I just don't want to get too gratuitous and get in people's faces and have them be a part of my video. So now, actually, when I was in China, I did let my videos roll because I was really trying to get a feel of what it was like to be in China. So I was filming people as they were going around, you know. But I was trying to make it really obvious. I would stop, I'd have my camera up, then I would start filming, and I would just be very, very still about it. So you were walking through my field of view. Some people ducked down. Most people didn't really care. You know, being in another country, I don't think that anybody watching these videos is gonna be like, "That's me in the video." So it doesn't seem like it's big of a problem. Whereas here, we're living in Southern California. Somebody might be like, "Hey, that's me. I don't want to be in these videos." So trying not to be gratuitous about getting up in people's faces or filming them as they're coming towards us or whatnot. So, but anyway, you can see how beautiful this park is. A huge green space, really great for playing ball games. And this path goes all the way around. So like I said, I would find out the total length of this path and just run it in a circle until I hit my 5K. That's what I would have done back when I was into running. And maybe as the summer warms up, I'll get back into running as well. Right now, it's still just a little too cold. I'm really bad at doing things when it's cold. My body just doesn't want to go anywhere. So we'll see how this summer pans out with the weather and if I take up running again or just keep doing more bicycling. Also some basketball courts right here. So this is a really great park. That's the one thing about our area. Lots of money here for parks and things. So here we are at the end of this park. The trail continues until here. And it's just a dirt road next to the street. And so we're going to go to the end of this road, and then we live over in this area. So that's basically it. Or no, actually, we'll hit one more video. I'm doing this exaggerated movement on purpose, so if you're getting dizzy, it's my fault. There's another park just down this road too, so we'll try to take a little shot of that. Alright, so we're coming to the end of this road. You can see here another T-junction. You have to go left or right because straight ahead is part of this trail complex. I don't know the name of this trail. We'll get the signs and everything when we make the official video. You know, today was Autumn Ridge Trail, so we started with the sign and went in. But yeah, there's a nice big trail right in here, and it goes across to like a shopping center with the Vons and Taco Bell and other things like that, and goes down to the south where there's a school on the south side where the trail ends. So it's a really fun little walk, really nice. Feels like you're kind of secluded in there. It's really nice. Anyway, we live down this way, and that's it for this video.